Well, guys, how's it going? Uh, so, it's becoming sunny. It was cloudy this morning, but I see it's out now. Full sun. And, it's supposed to get windy, I guess, later on, but, they said it's supposed to get up to 35 Fahrenheit. Of course, with their wind, whatever wind there is, it's it's going to be a little cooler than that. But what do you do? You know. So it's nice to get a break from this cold. It's supposed to be, I think, in the 20s tomorrow, but not as nice as today, though, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? It's just the way it is. So, but yeah, we did get another little snowstorm a few days ago. It actually looks like it kind of drifted back in there just a tiny bit. I'm not even going to bother touching that, but yeah. A lot of the snow just kind of mostly just did a lot of blowing around. I don't think it it snowed, but I think it did more blowing around than anything else. But yeah, I had to fire up the snowblower. I know I haven't done a snow blowing video yet this year, or for this winter. You see, I mean, if you see one, you've pretty much seen them all. I don't really change how I snow blow. I pretty much have it down to a science to how I want to snow blow, and I kind of just stick to that same route. So, plus it's always been so damn cold that it kills my GoPro. So, I don't really know what I could do. But, yeah. So, but I had to do a little bit of snow blowing. Which was it was nice because I got to test out the goggles and my heated gloves. It was pretty cold. I think it was like close to minus 30 at the time, or almost anyway. It's still cold, but I tried it with my the goggles with my type of ski mask, and I don't know. I don't think it's like you can wear them together. It's not a perfect fit. It's definitely an increase, but I don't think they're obviously not meant to be together. You got to get another style of ski mask that is designed with goggles in mind. So, I found two so far. One's on Amazon and the other one's on eBay. So I just have to decide where, and I guess when I'll get around to ordering those. But the other ski mask I was looking at, it just has basically a big notch right here. That's where you would put your goggles. And then my ski mask has the holes for the nose and in the mouth. Well, I think I could get away with not having that. So I think, because even with it's such a difference, because when you wear the goggles, like your upper half of your face is all nice and warm and protected because you have the goggles. And then down here it's all open because you have the holes. It lets all the air in, So then your face is getting all cold anyway. But you can feel the difference. So now only half of my face is getting cold, and the other half is staying fairly warm. So, the goggles didn't fog up on me. They fogged up more towards the end. But I was shoveling snow, so I was actually doing physical labor at that time. So when I do shovel work by hand, I breathe through my mouth because I'm breathing heavier. I think that's what was forcing some of the air up into the mask, because obviously got the filters at the bottom, so it's going to let in air. But the goggles were starting to fog up just a little bit on the bottom. It wasn't horrible. you could just lift them up for a few seconds, let that air out, and then they should go back to being normal again. So overall, and I can wear them without my sunglasses, even during the day when it's full sun. Because that day I went out snow blowing, the sun was out, pretty much just like it is now. It's full sun. So, and I don't have to wear my sunglasses. I'm wearing my sunglasses now, obviously, but that's because I'm not wearing my ski or my goggles. I'm not snow blowing. I'm not moving snow, so I don't really need them. But, but yeah, I can get away with just wearing that alone in the sun and not have to worry about it. So, totally worth the investment, I think. I just need to get a different mask now that's better suited for this. And those other the other ski mask, it doesn't have any holes in it, so it's all sealed up. But you can move it up and down, So that's all totally adjustable. But not that you can do it. I just ain't really gonna have much of a use for it unless I'm talking to people, I guess. But other than that, I'm just gonna leave it all up, and you can customize it, or adjust it to your needs. It's just totally adjustable. So I don't know, but I don't know. I'll get one of those someday. That's the mail. I wonder if I'm going to get any mail. Am I getting mail? I am. All right. Well, then I know to stop there. Then I'm going to get done making my video. So, yeah. So, and then the heated gloves. Well, they don't heat your fingertips, which is a disappointing. I don't know if any gloves ever really do that. But they do keep your palms fairly warm. It's not going to stop your hands from freezing. You are going to freeze at some point. I think it more or less just slows it down. And another thing too is we had a wind, but it wasn't horrible. So I guess, again, to really get the true test out of everything, I would have to be in the worst conditions possible. Like today, it'd be another perfect day to snow blow if there was snow to move, because there's only a breeze and the sun's out. So it'd be a perfect day to move snow if I had snow to move, but I already moved all the snow that I had to move. I know my uncle has a little bit of snow to move with the 400, but it ain't much. And I heard him, he's got that thing running now. I heard it running just as I was walking out here. I could hear it echoing throughout town because, again, there's no wind, so the sound can travel. So he must have finally got his part. So I don't know if he had it plugged in or not. He would have to have a lot of extension cords, but he might have just left it until today to see if it would start, because it would be a lot warmer out today to start. So he must have fixed it because I heard it running. So we should have the 400 back up and running now. But so a couple of things I want to talk about. So first thing is about the 1586. I know we're still going to try to fix that at come spring. I haven't really gotten around to ordering any parts for it as of yet. It's just everything keeps going wrong, I wish it was just as easy as just to go buy another tractor, because it would be, but the money's not there to do it. So that's why I kind of just given up on it. It's just like, well, we'll just, whenever my tractor gets fixed, it's just whenever that tractor gets put back into service. But the more it fucking sits around, the more shit's going to go wrong with it, and then I'm fighting other problems. So, but yeah, we'll try to fix the 1586 this summer. Can't guarantee when it'll actually, even if we did fix the torsion tube and all that stuff, we still have the tire issue. But at least the tire issue, I could talk to the young guy. He might be able to get a better deal for that size of tire, because I can go with BKT and have it shipped to my house for $1,700, which I think is a incredible deal. Kind of compared to like a Firestone or a Goodyear, those are $2,000 to $3,000, and that's not including shipping. So BKTs are going to be the way I go for tires. The young guy's got them on his John Deere, and he's had them for quite a few years now, and they haven't blown up yet. So I think BKTs are pretty good tires. If the young guy's happy with his, then I think I'll be happy with mine as well. So, but the young guy says that he's got a tire guy that he buys all his tires from, and he can usually get pretty good deals on them. So I might get that in. I don't remember what the young guy said now. He said what the name of the company was, but I don't remember now, because that was close to a year ago now he said that. So I might talk to him, and either he can give me the phone number or he can call for me then and just get a price on my... Because if I can get it for, instead of $1,700, I get it for $1,500, or even just $1,600, it's just going to be $100 less. But if I can go that route, I'll just go that route then. And then the young guy can just go pick it up whenever he goes to pick up his tires. So, I mean, we could probably go there ourselves too, but I don't know where it's at. So, I don't know if our pickup would make it that far. I don't know. The Blazer would. That's not an issue, but I don't have a trailer to pull behind the Blazer, so I can't haul my tires home that way. So, it'd have to be done in a pickup. And I don't know if ours could do it. The young guy's pickups could do it, because he's got fairly new pickups, so I don't want to have to borrow his shit, obviously, but I guess if the timing is correct, where he plans on getting newer tires, then he could just throw my order in, and then I'll just pay him, and then he can pick it up. So, but whenever that's going to be, I don't know. That could be a next year problem for all I know. It's this year we just got to try to get the damn bashers back together and fix the leak. Because I can still run it with the dual, at least do a little bit of work with it. But I don't know if I want to feel comfortable moving bales with it this year. If we do get it fixed up in time to move bales, we might end up having to use the damn Magnum again. But it is what it is. So, but the other thing is, now this would be a great, well, it's good news in a way, but it's bad news because I don't have the money. But there is a tractor for sale at my local John Deere dealer. It is a John Deere tractor, so they of course want a lot of money for it. But it's a John Deere 3230, I think it is. I'm going to put some pictures here. I know I got some pictures of it, but unfortunately they want $23,500 for it. And that's all US money. I don't know what that would translate into Canadian money, but I don't know. To me, it would be a good tractor. It's a smaller end tractor. It's got the smaller loader on it. I'd probably just, I guess I'd use it for now, and then yank the bitch off and put a bigger loader on it, if you could do that. I know the young guy's loader, I think, is bigger than that. It's the next size up. So this is a much smaller loader. I don't know. I think that's the same loader that's on Reese 6's John Deere. I think it's the same damn loader. I can't remember now, but I know your loader's pretty small, and this was a pretty small loader too. Because the one that's on the 4240 is way bigger than that. I think it's a 158. This one on this John Deere, I think, was a 140 something. So it's a little bit of a smaller loader, but I think you could put a bigger loader on it if you wanted to. But I think at the end of the day, if I was to get that tractor, if I could, it's got a nice big giant snow bucket on it. Well, I think it's just a standard bucket, but it looks like it's big enough you could move snow with it. And it's got a snowblower, and it's all John Deere stuff. So, I don't know. I almost kind of think that would be a good little tractor for me. It's only about 100 horsepower, so I don't know how good it would be as like a mowing tractor if you were to run them like a mower conditioner behind it or something. I don't know if it would have the balls for that. But the young guys is a 4240, and he says it's the same horsepower as a 986, and the 986s I think are about 100 horsepower. So I don't know. It probably would have enough power to run a mower. So, but I think for me, that would probably end up becoming our winter feeding tractor, personally, because it's small enough. It's got a loader on it already, and it's got a snowblower on the back, so that'd be kind of nice to have. But still probably going to have to fix. I'm still going to fix the 1586 and keep that probably for a few more years. Even if I was able to buy the John Deere, I'd probably still keep the 15 because I could use the 15 on other bigger jobs that would be, too big for the John Deere. So, seeing what this bird is doing. Holy shit, that's a big ass crow. Holy shit, I thought it was a bald eagle for a minute there. Yeah, that's a crow, all right. Looking for food, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of nice to have it. If I could get it, I would. So, and I don't know what the story is with the rag, the little rag that's tied to the steering column. I really don't think that's a good sign if people are doing that, because I know that those steering columns can leak oil. I think that happened to South Saskatchewan farmer on YouTube on one of his big John Deere tractors. It's much bigger than this, obviously, but I think his was starting to leak out of the steering column, so he just had to put shop towels around it just to get him by, because he still had to use the tractor. He couldn't wait to. It couldn't sit in the shop waiting for parts. It had to keep moving. So, but to tie a rag around it, it kind of makes me wonder too if maybe it's not leaking as well. Maybe it's got a slight drip in it. But since it's already at the John Deere dealer, you could just pay a little bit more and just have them fix it. If it is leaking. It says that it's got a little over 5,000 hours on it, but they said that that's not accurate. So it's either more or less. We don't really know. At some point, the tack must have broken and they didn't bother fixing it. It's probably working now, but I don't know at the time. See, like on my 1586, the tack is broken. So it's not counting the hours, but I still keep cramming hours on it. So that's been broken for, 3-4 years now? So I just never got around to taking it in the John Deere to have it sent off to fix it. Apparently I could take it to John Deere. They know some guys that can rebuild them, and whatever. I never did it. But now it needs to be done, but now we have bigger fucking problems. So got to fix the hydraulic leak out the back and get a new tire for it. So, I don't know. So, kind of just sucks the way it sucks what happened to it, but I mean, I guess even if I did get the John Deere, like I said, I'm still going to keep the 15. I'm just not going to keep it as long. I would probably eventually sell it and get something else, even though I like my internationals, but and the 1506 is a nice tractor. Like it is. Like it's in really good shape, all things considered. It's actually in pretty good shape, but paint's faded, but that's just typical for all of them. But nobody's gonna buy it in that type of condition, So there's really no sense in selling it. And then, yeah. Well, then I'd probably be looking for either a 986 or a 1086, I guess, unless I get lucky and find a slightly bigger John Deere tractor. But John Deere's are they're just so much money that's why I never can get them, because they're worth too much money. And any time that there's been plenty of tractors for sale in my area, there's just no money for them, So, but I don't know. It is what it is, though, unfortunately. But it would be a good tractor, I think. I don't know how long it's been sitting at the dealer. Probably not very long. But it'll probably sell pretty quick. I imagine there's lots of people around here that are looking for a decently good small tractor. So, that tractor actually probably would be pretty good for the trail, for working up the trail. Just take the loader off, take the snowblower off, obviously, and then just pull my little John Deere cultivator behind it. At least it'd be it'd be lower to the ground, so that I'm not always hitting fucking tree branches and shit. With the 15, that's every year that's getting worse because the trees are growing out, and I have no way of cutting the trees back. I'd have to cut the whole tree down. And some of these trees are pretty damn big. So, but that's why I wouldn't mind also getting like a 966 or even a 1066. Now, there was another one of those going for sale, quite a few months ago. I was talking about it. Well, that obviously sold. But that would have been perfect. Would have been perfect for trail work. It would have been perfect for raking hay if I wanted to rake hay with an open station tractor. You're putting that wear and tear on a much smaller engine compared to the 15. That's such a big engine, and you're putting all this baby shit work on it, that 1586 doesn't even realize that it's doing it. It's just sitting here wondering why it's running, Smaller tractor, at least you can make it work a little bit so it knows it's got a load behind it, but I don't know. And then the other thing, the only other downfall to this John Deere tractor is that it only has 2 hydraulic remotes. So if I wanted to put a grapple on that loader, I would have to put in a separate valve set and then just tee it into the pump or whatever, and so I can get my triple remotes, because it's only got 2, and I would like to save maybe those 2 for the snowblower. If I was to ever own it, that's what I'd do to it. It's just put a grapple on that loader and then put in another set of hydraulic remotes, run my loader off of that, and then use the 2 factory remotes for the snowblower, or whatever I may plan on running out the back. So, but no, it's too bad though. Because it would actually be a really good tractor for us. It might be, I don't even know if I want to say it would be too small, because there really is no such thing as too small. I don't know how the tractor would handle moving bales, because there's no wheel weights, so I'd have to get some wheel weights for it, which you can just find those at a damn salvage yard. I think it'd be that big of a deal. Or you would have to have a 3-point bale kick mover, so, but I don't know. At least in that way, you could move 2 bales at one time, so we would get a little bit further ahead in life, moving 2 bales at one time. Whereas with the 15, you're only moving 1 at a time, because I don't even have a loader for that. So the young guy said he'd give me the one off the 986, which is a good matched loader for that tractor. It's got a nice big bucket on it, you can move snow with it too if you had to. It's a good sized bucket for that. So, but I don't know. The young guy would definitely want something for the loader. Probably a couple of grand, I imagine. I don't know what those loaders are worth. They're still good brand loaders. I mean, they're still out there today, but they just don't make them the same way that they used to. So, but I don't know. It's definitely a bummer because we could actually use that tractor right now. Could be moving snow with it. Could be moving some bales with it. I could get. I don't know where the hell the young guy got his bale spear from that he's got on his 4240 that he loads bales with. I've made videos of it in my past, in the past, but I don't ever see a plate on it, so I don't know. I think the young guy did say, but that was many, many years ago, back when he first got that, and that was like, what, 5-6 years ago now? 7 years ago now that he got that, so I don't know. I don't think it was custom built. I think he bought that from somebody. I don't know. I'd have to talk to him again. But if I could get another one of those made up, or get one of those made up for my John Deere tractor, I'd probably do that then. And then just, because we could stack bales that way in the yard. And then, then if I really had to, I could help the young guy load bales too. I don't know. I don't think my loader would lift as high as his, though. That's the problem, because it's a much smaller loader. But it just would overall be a better setup for us. At least, the fucking loader would be nice to have. But you might as well just round it off to $24,000 you would need to get it. I don't know what it would cost to get it trucked up here, because I don't think I'd want to drive the thing home. It ain't that far, but a tractor that only goes 19 miles an hour, that's going to be very slow. I'd probably be on the road for easily probably an hour and a half. I don't know. It's just because you got to take all the back roads. You can't take the damn interstate because you just get rear-ended immediately. So you got to take all the back roads, which adds to it. So it might be you'd probably be paying $500 just to get the thing trucked up here. It ain't that far, but I don't know. I only paid $900 to get the 1586 trucked up here, and that was from like 2.5 hours, 3 hours south of here. So, but that back then, that was at a different time, and things were probably a little bit cheaper back then. So now it probably would be $900 to get that tractor, the John Deere tractor, trucked all the way up here, and it ain't that far to go. So just because the price on everything has gone up, so it'd probably be $900 just to get it trucked up here. But when in all reality, it should only be like $500. But they have to adjust their prices with everything else, and then we end up biting the bullet anyway. So, but I don't know. I just kind of thought that'd be kind of interesting. Just figured I'd just share it with you guys. That it'd be kind of a cool little tractor to have. I wouldn't mind probably something a little bit bigger than that. I wouldn't mind at least a 4240, or maybe even just anywhere between that and a 4440 is really where we would need to be at. But the 4440s might be a little bit too big. That might be, I forget what the horsepower range is on those, but I don't know if it's the same as a 15 or could be the same as a 14. But I don't know. I haven't really ever really paid attention, I guess, all that well to the horsepower differences, but not that it really matters. So, but I don't know. I just figured I'd share it with you guys, and you guys can take a look at it and tell me what you think. Because it'd definitely be a good little tractor to have around. Hell, I could even probably hook my redneck harrow to it, So, and yeah, I did use that this past summer, my redneck harrow, for knocking down cow pies. It actually works better on the A. I pulled it with the 15, but actually I think it's better with the A. The A is more perfectly matched for it. Smaller tractor. It doesn't require much of a horsepower to pull that thing, but The A has just been nicer because you can, you don't have to worry about tree branches. You're much lower to the ground. So the Farmall A is actually perfect for that job. So should be getting hooked back up to that again this year. That's probably the first thing I'll be doing with it when I get it running, because there's going to be a lot of cow pies out there. I should have did it one more time before even putting the tractor away. Should have went out there one more time and did that, but I don't know. I don't plan on tearing it apart this year, so because I already tore it apart last year. So this year it's just going to be work. It ain't going to get any love. So, but I don't know. 15's got to get the love now. I got to try to get that bitch back up and running, or at least get it back to where it was. Fix the fucking leak. So, like I said, I can't say that I'm going to be moving bales with it, because I don't know if it would get fixed in time, and how long that tire's going to last. So, but at some point I would like to replace those duals as well, put new tires on them as well. Just don't have to worry about them for a while, or try to find some good used ones for, because I'm not going to use the duals all that much, but I would like to use them every now and then. So, but what do you do? So, but yeah, if you guys are looking at that tractor, what do you think about it? Like, would you guys jump on it if you guys are in the market for another tractor, or what? I would buy it if I had the money. I would have bought that damn thing the minute that I saw it. So, but unfortunately, I don't really have a reason to go down there to even just go look at it. Like, I was thinking about trying to get my timing right to go down there to maybe make a video of it, but that's really about as far as it's going to get. But then I was able to get, I seen it on the John Deere's, my local John Deere's website, and their pictures are so damn tiny you can't even see it. But they had it listed for sale on Tractor House, so I looked it up on Tractor House, and I got a much bigger picture of it. So I might just end up posting the pictures over the video. But if it was actually nice out, I probably wouldn't mind going over there and just making a good video about it. But I'm not going to go down there just for that. It's ridiculous. I got pictures more than good enough. So, but yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me. What would you do? So it'd definitely be a good little tractor for at the farm. And that snowblower would definitely come in handy too, especially if we had a massive snowstorm and I didn't want to stress out my John Deere snowblower any more than I already am. I could just fire that thing up and use that at the farm, where I just use my blower at my place. So, but I don't know. It is what it is. So, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Just want to give you guys that little story. Just a little story, I guess. Take advantage of this nice day, because this nice day isn't going to last. So, it's going to get cold again. So, but yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.